Good day. How are you today? Yes. Before we start, let us turn off our phones. Keep everything aside from your science notebook, learning materials, and then all the things that are needed for science. But the rest, not needed. Please keep it. Okay, very good. And then clean everything. Clean your surrounding before we will start. I guess everybody's now ready. Let us all stand for a prayer. Let us make a sign of the cross in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please be seated. Okay. Once again, good morning. How are you? It's good that I see your smiles. I think you are ready for our topic in science. Are you? Yes, very good. So, our topic for today is all about the introduction of Mendelian genetics. So, we'll have a glimpse of the Mendelian genetics. So, these are our objectives. Okay, so everybody, please take note of the objectives. We need to find out if we can get it after our lesson. Okay. Now, this is our learning competency. Everybody read, explain, and predict the phenotypic expressions of traits following simple patterns of inheritance. So broad. That is why we have this specific objectives. First, identify the contributions of Gregor Mendel. Please take note of that name, Gregor Mendel, on his ideas on inheritance. Okay, next. Okay, Angie, can you read? Discuss the biography of Gregor Mendel. Okay, we will have the biography. Okay, and then next. Recognize the importance of Mendel's discovery. Okay, these are the three important objectives that we need to accomplish at the end of our session today. Are you ready? Okay, if you're ready, say hep hep. Okay, if you're ready, say hooray! Hooray! Okay, let's start. Okay, so basically, our topic is all about the big word there. What is the big word? Yes, it is genetics. So we will nearly talk on genetics. Okay. Next. So we will have first this activity. The activity is entitled Name Me. Okay. So you know what is name me? Okay, so name me is an activity wherein I will give you statements and then you will identify what am I talking about. What are the statements all about? Okay, so are you ready? Now, the first one who can get the correct answer will have what? Will have a star. Okay, we'll have a star. Okay. Okay, this. All organisms are composed of it. What is it? Any idea? All organisms are composed of it. Any idea? Okay, I can hear it. Hair, everybody. Hair. What else? Atoms. Okay, next, how about this? Scientists estimate that our bodies contain anywhere from 75 to 100 trillion of it. There are lots of it, 100 trillion. It's a trillion. So, the body of the organism composed 175 to 100 trillion of it. Any idea? Okay, next. There are different types of it in the body. There are different types of it. What are these types of this name? What is it? Okay, and then the last is, it may provide a meal reproduction for an organism. So this thing or this name can provide a means for reproduction. It can reproduce another organism with the use of this. Okay, final answer. Okay? Yes, very good. We have, this is cell. Very good. Angelina, you have a star from me. Okay, cell. Again, a cell. Estimate that our bodies contain 75 to 100 trillion of cells. Okay? And then, our cells have different types. No? There is no single type of cell in our body. There are several types of cell in our body. And the cell provide means for reproduction for an organism. So very good, Angelina. Okay, let's proceed. Now we have this. Tell me something about the picture. What happened to the picture? Anyone? Marco? Very good. The picture is incomplete. Very good. It is incomplete. That means there is something missing in the picture. Right? There is something missing in the picture. Then, what is missing in the picture? Can someone identify what is missing in the picture? What is missing? Yes, we have during your grade 7, you wrote, you draw, you identify the parts of the cell, right? So, I assume that you know what is missing. But for those who are able to forget, okay, so we will have a recall, okay? So, what is missing? It is the gland. Very good. It is the nucleus. So, this is the complete animal cell where the nucleus can be seen. Okay, now, can a cell function well without a nucleus? Yes, it cannot function. Why? What is the function of the nucleus? And what are the organisms? What are the things that can be seen inside the nucleus that are very important to all organisms? Yes, very good, Norse. It is the DNA. Very good. So inside our nucleus, we have the DNA, the chromosomes, and the genes. Are these three related to each other or are they similar? Any idea? Related, similar, or are they different? Okay, let us have this game. So in this game, or in this activity, you will identify what is it. Is it DNA, chromosomes, or genes? I will give you the function, and then you will identify, or the definition, and then you will identify what is it. So let's have first. Okay, what is it? It is a thread-like structure of nucleic acid. Take note, thread-like. In our language, it is murag tanod. Okay, very good. It is a thread-like structure of nucleic acid that carries genetic information. What is it? Yes, we have DNA. What else? Chromosomes. What else? Genes. Your answer is genes. So, let's check if who got the correct answer. Okay, the correct answer is chromosome. Very good. It is the chromosome. Take note of it, huh? Chromosome is a thread-like structure. Okay, next. It is a nucleic acid that consists of two long chains of nucleotides twisted together. What is it? Any idea? We only have DNA and genes as the answer. On this side we have DNA, on this side we have genes. Then, who got the correct group? the correct answer is DNA. So take note of it. DNA is the nucleic acid that consists of two long. If chromosome is the thread-like, their DNA is the nucleic acid with two long strands or chains. Okay. And then lastly, of course, we don't have any more answer, but we got the genes. Okay, the gene is the unit. Remember, chromosome, the thread-like, the DNA is the nucleic acid itself. Then the gene is the unit of heredity that is transferred from one parent to offspring. Now, we have this picture to really show us the different names. Okay, now this is the nucleus. Can you see the nucleus? Okay, can you see the nucleus? And then inside the nucleus, we have this thread-like structure, which is called as the chromosome. Very good. Now, if we will unpack the thread-like structure, if we will unpack the chromosome, we can see the two chains rather, which is called as the DNA. Now, parts of the DNA, we have that unit of heredity that is called as the gene. Okay. Now, next. So, again, DNA is packed into thread-like structures called chromosomes where genes are located. Okay. Take note of this, because as we go along with our biology sessions, biology topics from grade 7 rather, up until college, this name, DNA, chromosomes, genes, will be used forever. So we must really get to know this and be familiarized with this so that we really can understand our cell. Okay. Now, yesterday I asked you to bring with you a picture of your family. If you don't have family picture, you can have your kuya, ate, lolo, lola, nanay, tatay, auntie, uncle, or if ever you're living alone, you can have another family picture from your favorite artist, from your favorite family. You can have that one. Okay, so everybody, let's raise our hand if you have your assignment. Okay? Okay, very good. On this side, it's complete. Excuse me. How about on this side? Yes, Jojo, what happened? You don't have a picture. Why? Okay. Okay, that's okay. That's okay, Jojo. Now you can have the picture of your seatmate. Both of you will use one picture, but individually you will have individual. Okay, output. Very good. Okay, again, let us have your picture. Are you ready? Please get your ball pen. Okay, now I will distribute to you your answer sheet. Okay? Okay. Are you ready? Okay. So this is the procedure. First, list down all observable traits in your family. So in your column or in your activity sheets, listed down some of the traits, observable traits. But you can add. If you can add something, that's very good. If you cannot add something, that's also good. Okay? So use the table provided. Put a check if there are traits manifested either from the mother or the father, the lolo, the lola, the ate, the kuya. Okay? So put a check. Now, so this is the sample of our activity sheets. So the first column shows the traits. Now we have complexion, is the fairness, the darkness, the whiteness. We have also the color of the eyes, the shape of the eyes, you can have that. We have the height. We have the shape of the nose. We have the hair type. You can also add something that you like, that is observable from the picture that you have. Okay? So you will just check whether this complexion, so whether this complexion is a trait. For example, you. For example, Milito. Your darkness, is it coming from your mother or your father? If it is coming from your mother, you put a check mark. If it is coming from your father, you put a check mark. That's it. Now, Mom, how about if I am using another set of family? Now, we will have to stand on the child's part. Okay, so you will look at the child part. So you can see there as the child about let us have the hair type, or let's have the color of the eyes. So color of the eyes. If the child is black, now what can where did she or he get that black eyes? Is it from the mother? Is it from the father? Did you get me? Okay, very good. Any questions before we proceed? Excuse me. Okay, none so far. Very good. Okay, so these are the guide questions that you need to answer also, which can be which can be found on your activity sheets. So these are the questions. What are the traits manifested in your family? So you'll just list down in the traits that are observable or manifested, truly observable. Okay? Next, which of these traits have you inherited from your mother? Which from your father, or both from your parents? If okay, we will stick on this, or both from your parents. If you got that black hair, and then your mother got that your mother has that black hair, and then your father has that black hair, you will put a check mark on both columns. Okay. Next, what do you mean by inherit? Okay, what do you mean by inherit? Based from our introduction, based from your prior knowledge, before we will move on. What do you mean by inherit? Okay, and then how are these traits passed on from parents to offspring? Do you have an idea? If you have an idea, you write it down. You write it down, and then if you don't have, just write the thing from your prior knowledge, from your understanding. How are these traits passed on from parents to offspring? For example, the black hair. How are these traits passed on from parents to offspring? If you have an idea, just write it down. And if you don't have any idea, just think. How come the black hair is from my mother is transferred to me? Yes? Okay. So I will give you 5 minutes. Is that okay? Or 10 minutes? Okay. Okay, 10 minutes will do. Okay, timer starts now. Okay, 10 minutes is up. Okay, pass your paper to the center aisle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then pass it to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Jenny, can you collect? Okay, very good. So your answers are all in. Okay, now let us proceed. Now we have this picture of a baby G. You know G? Is it God? No. So who is G? Do you remember our learning competency, our objectives? Yes, very good. We have Grigor Mendel, the baby Grigor Mendel. Now, to know more about Grigor Mendel, I will show you a video of his biography. And then after that, you listen, and then after that, I will ask you question by group. Okay, by group, you'll have an output by group. Are you ready? Okay, again, remember, before we will proceed, please sit together with your group. From our first meet up, we group you into 4. So please sit with your group so that if you have ideas, you can write it down. You can ask your group mates about it. At a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, very good. Are you ready? Okay. No more noise. Very good. Let's start.
I have for you a sizzling tale of a chubby little friar who changed the world with a garden full of pea plants. Today's great mind in science is Gregor Mendel, an Austrian monk who in the mid-1800s single-handedly fathered modern genetics. And even though Mendel was a man of God, as it were, he and his pea plants have been the focus of one of the biggest scientific scandals in history. Oh Lord, I love a good scientific scandal. Mendel was born in 1822 in what was then, whatever you want to call it. The important thing is that Mendelian traits. There are lists of these traits in humans and in other animals. We put some links to those down in the description. If you have an idea for a great mind that you'd like us to profile, please let us know through the Twitters or the Facebooks or, of course, in the comments below. If we pick your idea, I'll give you a shout out in that episode. Either that or I can send you a Ziploc bag full of my shaved whiskers, whichever you want best.
Okay, so that is the life of Gregor Mendel, the baby Gregor Mendel. Now, in your group, you will have this profiling. Okay, so I know you have your phones with you. If you are not able to really get the biography of Gregor Mendel, you can search. Okay, that is just the video is just an introduction of the life of Gregor Mendel. Now, we will have profiling using your Manila paper and the printed pen that I've provided with you and your internet connection. You need to answer this, the name of the proponent. Who is that proponent? Okay, then the nature of work or profession, then the interest. And then ideas given by the proponent, the books published by the proponent, and the major contribution of the proponent. So, your output presentation will have this criteria, the rubric. Content will have 20 points, the content. Creativity of your presentation will have 10. No? It doesn't need to be all written. You can have the profiling into a song, a dance, whatever you like, but it should be creative. That shows all the necessary ideas or things you need to know about Gregor Mendel. Then the teamwork, of course. I will be seeing you as a group. I will be watching you. And then let us see who got the best team. In working hand in hand in answering their presentation or doing their overall performance. We got a total of 50 points. Are you ready? Are you excited? Yes. That is the spirit of grade 8. Now, okay. So, this is so I will give you, I guess 20 minutes will do. The presentation will be tomorrow. They'll give you 20 minutes to do the profiling of Gregor Mendel, the brainstorming, and then the practicing of whatever your presentation is. And then after the 20 minutes, let us proceed. Okay? So, please take note, everybody should do their task, because after this you'll have our post-its. Okay. Okay, 20 minutes starts now. Now, while doing your activity, I will show you a glimpse of the different of the biography of Gregor Mendel. Okay. I will read it aloud while doing. As Gregor Johann Mendel an Austrian monk born in what is now Czech Republic in 1822. Okay. So, he published experiments in plants hybridization in which he established his 3 principles of inheritance. Okay, you have ideas now. Okay. Now, he has the pea plants that he used in his studies. Okay, pea plants. Why pea plants? Because it have several advantages. Okay. So that's it. So those are just parts of the Gregor Mendel's let's have ideas. The 4 principles, the Mendel's law, the law of dominance, very good. Law of segregation. You need to search about it. Law of independent assortment. Okay. Okay, let's continue. I will go to your group. Okay, 20 minutes is up. Okay, are you ready for tomorrow? Very good. Since you are ready, please get 1/4 sheet of paper. 1/4 sheet of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, are you ready? Let's have a post test. Okay, number 1. Who is the proponent of modern genetics? No cheating. Who is the proponent of modern genetics? Okay, time is up. Number 2. What principle of inheritance states that a trait is represented in an organism deployed by at least 2 factors? The 2 factors lie in the 2 homologous chromosomes at the same locus. Okay. Number 2. Based on the lessons that you have learned, give your insights and reflection on the importance of understanding Mendel's work. Use symbols, icons, or pictures to explain your reflection. Based on the lessons that you have learned, give your insights and reflections on the importance of understanding Mendel's work. So, it is basically what you understand, and then you just use symbol, icons, or pictures to explain your answer. You don't need any essays, any words, just a symbol, icons, or picture of it. Did you get me? Very good. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes to do that. Okay, 5 minutes is up. Okay, pass it to the center aisle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, pass it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good, Zinnik. Keep it. Okay, so that ends our lesson for today. Before we will end, let's have this quote from Mehmet Oz. Your genetics loads the gun. Your lifestyle pulls the trigger. Okay, have a good day, everybody. Let us all stand for our prayer. For the Catholics, let us make a sign of the cross in the name of the Father, and Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. In the name of the Father, and Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. Okay, goodbye everybody. See you tomorrow.